want to talk about taking responsibility for our actions. We know that everything's in the hands of heaven, except for Yiras Shamayim. Hakol b'dei Shamayim chutz v'yiras Shamayim. We know this because, say there's two businessmen, or two businesswomen, and they both put in 10-hour workdays. They work so hard. At the end of the day, one becomes a billionaire, and the other one can hardly scratch 2 dimes together. So the results, how much money they make, isn't in their hands. That's up to God. So what is in their hands? Their business ethics. Do they lie? Do they scandal? Do they cheat? Do they reveal secrets they shouldn't have? Do they mess over past business partners? That's where Yiras Shamayim, fear of heaven, take responsibility for their choices comes in. That's in the human being's potential to make the right choices. So the Gemara tells us about a fascinating story about Reb Eliezer ben Patat. He didn't start out as Reb Eliezer ben Patat. So let me tell you, Eliezer basically did everything you possibly can. He had a special thing for zonas, which in Hebrew means a prostitute. And he wanted to go with every prostitute he ever possibly could. Once he heard about this prostitute that was at a far away distance, and he crossed over rivers in order to get to her, and even paid a giant chest of gold coins in order to be able to sleep with this prostitute. He ran to the Veira instead of running to the mitzvah, so to speak. He went all out. It wasn't a careless thing that he had bad habits. He made a point of living a life of sin. And this prostitute, I'm sorry, she had a name, I don't know it. She looked at him, said, Eliezer, you will not return to your source. Meaning, you and God have no more connection. Which we know it isn't true. We can always become close to God. We just need to work on it. So what happened, he was very taken aback by this, and he went, and he sat down and did some introspection. And he didn't want to look at himself, so what did he do? He called out, mountains and hills, ask for mercy for me. They said, ask for mercy for you. We need to ask mercy for ourselves. So he said, okay, heavens and earth, ask for mercy for me. No help. Sun and moon, ask for mercy for me. Nothing. Stars and planets, ask for mercy for me. Nothing. Rashi gives us a deeper meaning of this story. What he was doing is when he was calling out to the mountains and hills, he was trying to put the responsibility for his poor decisions on his parents. That's what mountains and hills represent. He was trying to say, God, look at the kind of parents I have. They neglected me. They didn't take care of me. They didn't play with me enough. No wonder I turned out the way I did. But his parents refused to take responsibility. So he called out to the heavens and the earth, his societal values. My identity is just a reflection of society. How can I be any other way? Refused to take responsibility for him. So he called out to the sun and moon, which represents materialism. I grew up in a society that says I should always want more and more and more and pleasure. Didn't teach me any other values. How can it be any... Oh, sorry. I grew up in a world where materialism was everything. Why would I treat women as anything more than a material object? Why would I know any other way? Wouldn't stand in defense of him. So finally he called out to the stars and the planets, saying his fate, his destiny. Of course I'm an evil man. It's my destiny. I couldn't be any other way. No luck. So finally he took a good, hard, painful look at himself. And he realized, you know what? Maybe I had hard life circumstances. But I made bad choices. And he started to weep. And he took a look at himself and he didn't like what he saw. And he did tshuva. He returned. He asked God to forgive him. And he was crying so hard that by the time he was done, his soul left him. And in Baskel, a voice came out saying, Reb Eliezer ben Patat, Reb meaning teacher or rabbi, Reb Eliezer ben Patat has a share in the world to come. In one moment, he went from being someone who did all different types of averos, things that cut him off from Hashem, to being someone who's so close to Hashem. So what we see here is that when we take responsibility for actions and we stop blaming every possible thing around us, we can do a complete transformation. But we have to be willing to take responsibility for our actions. So whenever we learn Torah, we have to say, how am I going to apply this to my life? So next time I'm being grumpy or rude to people, I realize that I'm just not being so nice to those around me. And, I hear myself thinking, oh, you're tired, I'm tired, I didn't get a good night's sleep. Or, I didn't eat so much today. Or, that person's being annoying, they keep doing the same thing. Whoa, am I saying that I'm not in control? Am I saying that I don't have free will? that those circumstances should control me, they impede on my free will. I have to take responsibility for my actions. No matter the circumstances, we always have free will. And that will be the secret to our success in this new year. Give us all a bracha that we should all be able to see very clearly through our excuses and have a lot of hatzlacha, a lot of success in making the right choice. Thank you.
Oh my gosh! I love it! I love it!
Sure, I didn't make any of it. That's why I was holding the book. Thanks so much. Best photographer, best audience. Thanks so much.